Hi, I'm Rob and this is Gems of War. Now, we have another Gnome Vault weekend. Now, if you're a new player and don't know what these are, this is basically your absolutely best chance to get a ton of really cool loot out of the game. What will happen is, you'll be playing the game and gnomes will continually keep on crashing into your game at random intervals. You kill a gnome, that goes toward a total and you earn vault keys when you reach a certain amount. You open vault keys to earn really cool rewards. At the same time this is happening, you'll earn things called verses at the same time. Get verse 1, 2, 3 and 4 and that creates a set, and you can then create a Nomopalooza. Create a Nomopalooza and then you just go absolutely wild, destroying tons of gnomes and getting an absolute ton of vault keys. We do have degraded server performance again. This seems to be a bit of an ongoing issue on these vault weekends, but hey ho, have to deal with it and hope for the best. Right, so I'm going to show a few teams that are really good to use for this. And like I say, it is essentially 3 parts. The first part is just playing low-level explores as quickly as you can. Now, there are 3 kingdoms you want to concentrate on this for this. This is Bright Forest, Cinema Mirage, or Wild Plains. Any one of those will do. And the reason is you want to go to them is they're low-level troops in these kingdoms, and none of them are going to have annoying things like a summon, a submerged, a barrier, on things like that on level 1. If you cast your leprechaun, which is the team I'll show in a minute, and you don't get charged up straight away, which doesn't happen very often, but it can do, and the other team gets a good start and they get to cast, you don't want them having anything like a summon, a submerge, or a barrier, and so on. So we'll be concentrating on one of these 3 kingdoms. Now, the teams you want for this, I'll show 3 different teams. This is a basic fast team. This is simply Rowan, Leprechaun and Mirage Queen. You can have anything you want there for this. It doesn't actually matter. The Mirage Queen is there because all elemental allies start with 50% mana, and Rowan is an elemental, so she'll start with 6 out of her required 12. Leprechaun starts fully empowered, so starts battles with full mana and will cast and explode a load of green gems and hopefully charge up Rowan absolutely straight away. On the barrier we just had a +2 green because that's pretty much all we need. And all that will happen on this one is you start the game, cast Leprechaun, and don't even look at the board. You're not looking for 4 matches, you don't care about 4 matches. In fact, if there's 4 matches, you're going to actually ignore them. I know it sounds weird, but you gain more money by ignoring 4 matches when you play this part of the game. Now, the reason is, let's imagine we had a 4 match, but we'll ignore that because you'll only get 4 gold. Just cast Leprechaun, cast Rowan, we win the game. Now, when you look at how much gold you get for winning a game here, like 352 gold we just got out of that. Now, that was for a few seconds. If we'd have stopped and then moved the pointer or mouse, if you're on a PC, even for just a couple of seconds, to gain a 4 match worth 4 gold, you do that 5 or 6 times, you could have fitted another one of these games in and got 352 gold rather than 12 or 16. It's like a no-brainer to just go against your instinct and ignore those 4 matches when you play this part of the game. Just show this one more time. It's really that simple. You just literally cast cast Leprechaun, cast Rowan. You will get unlucky sometimes. You're not going to get charged up on the first cast every single time, but it's few and far between. I'd say 8 or 9 times out of 10, probably a bit more than that, this just charges up Rowan on the very first cast. Right, a second team, which does require a couple of mythics, and is the fastest team in the game, is the double Iron Hawk team. Iron Hawk is a mythic troop, but its 3rd trait deals 5 damage to all enemies when an ally casts a spell. Now we've got 2 of these, so that becomes deal 10 damage to all enemies when an ally casts a spell. And with Sister Superior and Greed, or you can have 2 Greed and 2 Sister Superior, whatever you prefer. I prefer Greed because you gain gold and it's just free money, so why not? But just put Sister Superior there to show that that works too. But the key is they both start with full mana and both have an extra turn. So all you're going to do is cast one, then the other, and win the game, because when you cast that spell, you get that damage from Iron Hawk, and it will be nice and fast. We cast one, cast the other, and we win. It's literally going to be that quick every single time. The second team is ever so slightly slower than that, but that one there is literally the fastest team in the game at the moment. Oh, the downside of that team downside to that, I'll just explain it quickly, is there's no hero in that team. So you're not going to get any hero XP. You will get a win in the class you're in. So, for example, Stormcaller is one of the classes I don't have the class weapon for yet. And you have to get to 250 wins while having that class activated. And that still does count towards that, which is why I have it in there. But you do not get any class XP towards your champion talents for the hero. That is an important thing to notice about that one. But you do with this team. So you can put a hero in there, anyone you like. It literally doesn't matter, but make sure it's in a class where you still haven't got it to 100 yet. And this requires a single Iron Hawk and 2 Dust Devils. All we're going to be doing is casting Dust Devil, letting the AI have their turn, and then casting Dust Devil again, and we shall win. Very simple, very straightforward. Again, ignore the 4 matches. It's actually slower. It takes more time to go over that and get 4 gold, wasting that few seconds, than it does to just play this game and just win really, really quickly. Right, I've just noticed, and this will happen to you as well, like we've got the Imp of Love crashing into some games. Now, he has more health than the other troops on level 1, so when this happens, this is going to slow your games down slightly at the moment. So the best thing you can do is charge up a Dust Devil again, or your hero weapon, and just cast it and win anyway. But the Imp of Love will slow things down a little bit. That is unavoidable. He's there because of Valentine's Day, and that is going to happen. Right, now once you've done a load of them, you're going to create things called Nomopaloozas. Now what will happen is you'll collect things called verses as you play the game, and these are here. You collect 1, 2, 3 and 4. When you have a set of 4, a thing called a Nomopalooza will be available to craft in the Soul Forge. This tells you how many of them you're able to do. Like, the fact I've got 7 of the lowest one, which is verse 1 and 4, means I'll be able to create 7 Nomopaloozas. And if you go to the Soul Forge, I won't actually do it yet because it literally starts absolutely straight away. Go to Other, just go down a few to Nomopalooza. That means I can create 7 Nomopaloozas, but do not press the craft button just yet, because as soon as you press that, a 15-minute timer starts, and you've got 15 minutes, a thing called a Nomopalooza starts. It's just literally 4 gnomes come crashing into every single game. You want your fastest team at the ready, you want some biscuits and a cup of tea by your side, and just 15 minutes of not being disturbed, and you just go hell for leather, just going crazy, because you can earn a ton of vault keys in this 15 minutes. You can press craft more than once. If you're confident you've got like half an hour or 45 minutes non-stop, you can press craft 2 or 3 times and it will still count. It'll add up. If you do craft twice, you'll get half an hour of Nomopalooza without a break, but I prefer to do it in just 15-minute stints, just in case I do get disturbed after that. Now once you've done that, you'll have earned an absolute ton of vault keys, and you'll see them appear in here. Now I've only got 3 at the moment because I haven't started doing this yet, but you don't want to open them until the event is ended, because basically the rewards aren't going to change. The rewards you're going to get from that are going to be the same whether you open them now or after the event is ended. Your time is much better spent just getting them gnomes, doing more Nomopaloozas during this weekend, and then opening those gnome vaults later on Monday or Tuesday or whatever, at your leisure. Do it on the hard level, pick a nice powerful team that you've got, and just do them at your leisure, but make sure you do them after the vault is ended. Right, so there it is. There's the gnome vault, and that's the best way to go about it. If you enjoyed the video or found it useful, it'd be cool if you press that like and subscribe button if you've not done so already. But most of all, thanks for watching. Catch you again next time. Bye for now.